We are back. We are not black, but we are back in maybe. I don't know. You were in black. It's okay. Anyways,
Uh,
the Mic'd Up Dads podcast. Two mics, two dads. None of us are named Mike. JFK, J fucking Kaiser, the Reverend T Ninja. How are you, buddy?
Good.
2 week break we had there.
Yeah.
Let's get these people the
Get back
information
to
they
it.
need. Yeah, it's been a while.
That it
You're looking
has been.
different, looking better, looking very toit, like a toiger.
Wait, look at
Toit.
Tiger. Speaking of which, I'm benching 185 again.
Okay, good. Moving on up the chain.
My goal is
Stacking the plates.
3 plates by the end of the year.
It's very doable. Very
Yeah.
doable. Cool, man. Well, we had a lot of shit happen in these 2 weeks since we've been gone here, man. A lot of
Yeah.
stuff has gone on. Where do you want to start? You kick us off.
Let's
Let's
do
see.
dad hacks.
Okay, dad hacks it is. Here we go.
I was doing like conversation with your kids. Like sit
Okay.
down and talk to them like, hey, how was your day? How was daycare? How was school? Did you do anything fun today? To help
Hmm.
them with communication.
Okay.
I've been starting to do with that with Olivia. So her and I sit in my recliner and we talk, and she tells me some type of story.
Mm. That's good too. You
Right? Because
asked
a
her
lot of
to tell you a story? Oh
well,
God.
we started. I'm like, how was school or how was daycare? Oh, this, and this, and we played outside and we did this, and then one of the
Hmm.
kids did this, and he got in trouble. Like, oh, and then she
Okay.
starts telling me a story about like a dream that she had a pet raccoon or something. We're still trying to convince mom to let us get a pet raccoon.
Nice. Well, I mean, is that a thing though? I mean, I don't think I've ever heard anybody with a pet raccoon. I mean, they are nocturnal animals, right? They run the risk of having rabies. So
That's
I
why
I,
you got
I
a
think
baby
that through
one.
a
It's
little bit
it's
there,
actually
pal.
coming more popular.
Huh. Raccoon ownership, huh? Huh. Okay.
So, but
I mean,
no,
I
like
guess.
just talking to your kid, just helping them develop the communication skills for when they
Yeah.
get older.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if
Well,
you remember, but there were a lot of kids in our class that they were very shy. They wouldn't talk up.
present company included, man. Took me years to break out of my shell. But yeah, I
Not
agree with
this
you. That's a
guy.
good way. No, not you. Ever, man. Never, never, never. But okay, I like it. I'll try it out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Um, my dad hack is called hide the health. Okay. A lot of times, kids, they like snacks. They don't like good, clean vegetables or fruits and
Mm-hmm.
stuff to snack on. Not all the time. Sometimes my kids love to eat watermelon and bananas, and
No.
that's great. But if you hide the health in smoothies in particular, put some, vegetables into the smoothie, the taste of the fruits often outweigh the taste overpower the taste of the broccoli or spinach or whatever you're putting in there, man.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to say, hey, guess what? And on top of that, they love to make smoothies. They love putting the shit into the
Mm.
actual blender. They love pushing the buttons. It's a whole activity.
We
So,
haven't done smoothies with Olivia, but we don't really have to fight her on her fruit or vegetables.
well, I'm telling you, man, if you ever have a case where she needs to get some health in, you know,
Mm-hmm.
jump on the health train,
I
hide it
think
in the
I heard of
smoothies.
something like that. Instead of like putting in a smoothie, like play a game. All right, we're gonna eat are green food, like green veggies, green fruits. Do a color day. I've heard
Sure.
that.
Yeah,
I think she would love a smoothie.
they are
But
delicious, man. In fact,
she is
as a
getting
guy
much
who,
better now with after the surgery and everything. So,
yeah, dude, that would have been perfect for tonsil surgery, having smoothies,
hmm
man. Instead of ice cream, which, ice cream's great too, but,
she had a little ice cream. She was more interested in the mac and cheese and yogurt.
yeah.
But no,
I
yeah,
love it.
some kids out there, they're very picky. I mean, I've gotten blessed with Olivia with really not fighting us on different
Mhm.
foods and not wanting to eat this or that. I mean, she's anti-onion right now.
Oh yeah, Mabel too. That's a weird one. Interesting.
Well, Amber doesn't eat onion, so
If mommy don't do it, daughter ain't
yeah.
gonna do it. Hell no.
And I grew up every meal had onions in it.
Damn right, man. Love me some onions.
I mean, come
Shit,
on,
let's
my
go get some
favorite
right
snack
now.
is peanut butter and onion sandwich. I learned about it when we were watching that movie Little Monster, Little
Oh yeah.
Monsters, the one with
Yep.
Howie Mandel,
Yep.
one of the main characters. That's what his snack. I'm like, I'm gonna give this a try. It's actually really good, but it has to be crunchy peanut butter.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. That'd
Well,
be
that's the debate
interesting.
for another day: creamy or crunchy.
You're gonna have to hit me on a day where I actually can make a decision.
I know.
I go back and forth, dude. I go back and forth. They both have their benefits. They're both delicious.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
crunchy peanut butter all the time, but if it's only creamy available, that's what I'll do.
listen, nothing wrong with both.
All right.
That's delicious. All right. Well, that's it for dad hacks. Go try them out, dads. Let us know your success rate. And mic'd up dads are not liable for any failures or successes regarding the dad hacks presented on this program. If you have any questions, call 1-800 go fuck yourself. There.
Go fuck
Now we're covered.
yourself.
Yeah, covered. Cover your ass.
Right.
All right.
All right. Fun facts.
Hit me.
With the World Cup coming up, I found this one interesting. Pelé, you remember Pelé?
I do.
He won
Soccer
three
player.
FIFA World Cups, 58, 62, and 70. A record for no one has even come close to. He's the most winningest soccer player. Winningest
Yeah. Most
soccer player
winningest soccer player.
when it
Yeah.
comes to FIFA World Cup.
I've heard his name. Don't know much truly about him because I don't follow soccer, mostly because I'm not a douchebag. But yeah, Brazil, back in those days, they were a powerhouse, won a bunch of World Cups. I think they still have the record for most World Cups.
I believe so
And
too. No, he was the one that did the kick and then he flipped in the back to kick the ball into the goal.
the bicycle kick, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
the one that made it popular.
cool. So yeah, 3 World Cups. And now to give you an idea for people who are not soccer fans like myself and 99% of sane people,
So
the
you're
World
saying I'm
Cup.
crazy?
Well, no, I'm not, sir. I'm not at all. No.
Well,
You
yeah, you got
like
to
what you
figure
like.
that that's a 12-year span because the World Cup's what, every 4 years?
It's every 4 years. So 3 World Cups is kind of like Tom Brady's 7 World Championships, 7 Super
Mm-hmm.
Bowls.
Well,
Nobody's
actually,
even
it was
close to that.
58 to 62. That's 4 years, and then 62 to 70. That's 20 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's insane. And you look at kind of the best guys out there in the world, like today, Leo Messi, he's only got one, right? Cristiano
Yeah.
Ronaldo has zero. Um, I don't really know any other soccer players off the top of my head, but yeah, I mean, that's huge. To win it 3 freaking times, and then to win it back to back is pretty rare too. 58 and
Yeah.
62. That's pretty rare. I think I'm
I
trying to
don't
think
think
who.
anyone other and no other team won back to back.
It's a great question. I don't know. Let's grok that. How many teams have won back to back titles? And yes, we use grok here because it's just the better AI. That's how it is. Sorry. You
Hmm.
can debate us all you want. I like grok. Um, okay. 2 teams have done. Italy did it in 34 and 38, and Brazil did it in 58 and 62. That's how
Okay.
rare it is. So for this guy to win back to back, that's unheard of. Unheard of. So
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't know he won 3. I knew he was good, but I didn't know he won 3. So that's cool. Very cool. So
All
Pele,
right.
if you're out there, call into the show. We toast you with a white monster.
All right, next one. You remember the movie Psycho?
The original, yes, the Hitchcock
The
version.
original.
Correct.
That was the first time a U.S. film showed a toilet flushing on screen.
Whoa. Really?
I was like, there's no. I'm like, okay, that's
All right.
interesting. I didn't know that.
That is weird, but I mean, you think about it, like even back in the day, like that was considered filthy to show a
Mm-hmm.
toilet or something. But I thought you were gonna say something like it was the first to have blood or the first to have murder, but a toilet.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Very cool. I like toilets. I'm thinking about getting a new
The
toilet
next fun
actually.
fact of how we've been going on these historical tragedies.
Yeah.
The London beer flood of 1814.
Ooh.
In London, a giant vat of beer burst at a brewery, releasing over 300 gallons of beer in the streets. The wave destroyed buildings and killed 8 people.
Now, I have a question. Did it kill 8 people because they drowned, or did they just drink too much of that beer? Because this is a legit question.
It's probably a little bit of both. But you know that what there was gonna be that one guy who's like, I could stop it and just start drinking.
Because I mean, we're talking London. When you say this was the 1800s, oh man,
1814.
there was nothing to do in London but drink yourself silly. I gotta think that those people, it would have been tough to kill somebody by drinking that much beer. So I'm gonna say they drowned, but that's just me.
Drowned or just got picked up by the flood because that's 300,000 gallons. I mean, look at the molasses flood.
Yeah, that's a lot of beer, man. It's a good waste too.
You're right. That's
Huh.
300,000 gallons. That's one of those jugs you get like at Door County.
Oh yeah.
Those those glass jugs. That's
Yep.
crazy. And no
300,000
one,
gallons.
probably back then, it was probably an IPA because they did a lot of IPAs back then.
Yeah,
The
they had the good
IPAs they
stuff.
did was because it stayed longer. It didn't spoil.
Right, because he didn't have refrigeration back then. So you kind of,
Refrigeration and then carrying beer on the ships and stuff.
yep. Oh, wow.
Wow.
How the hell do you find these things, man? First is molasses, then there was beer. I mean, what other great floods are out there? I mean, that's pretty intense, man. I like it. I like it a
Go Gronk and
lot.
I type in a historical natural unnatural disaster. Molasses flood, the beer flood, the Peshtigo
Uh,
fire.
yeah, cool, man.
If
Very
anybody
cool.
knows any big events like that nobody hears about, let us know and we'll talk about it.
Or if you know anybody who survived the London beer flood, call in. Maybe you're a little old. It's okay. We'll take you. We'll listen to you. Whatever you have to say.
Right?
Cool. That's cool, man. Well, I don't know about anybody else listening to this podcast, but I, for one, am smarter having listened to these, man. These are cool things. These are
Mm-hmm.
good conversation starters. And it's shit that, we really should have been taught in school. But that's another
I mean,
story.
we learn history, but like throw in one of these fun facts in the history class. Like take
Yeah,
a couple days talking about the London beer flood, you know?
exactly.
I would
Yeah.
probably a little bit did a little bit better in history in high school.
Hmm.
Or that, or
Absolutely.
I stopped getting kicked out of class for comments.
Well, that's a different story, sir.
Yes, it is. All right. You know what time it is? Hey, you know what time it is?
I do.
Monster Smash.
Monster Smash. It is a wonderful bash. Here we go. Monster Smash it. Boom. What do we got
All
today?
right, Battle of Watling Street,
Watling Street. Yes.
AD
This,
60 to 61.
yes. Very cool one. I saw this one on the History Channel and I thought we'd talk about it. Not a lot of people know about this son of a bitch. So let's talk about it.
Okay, but Katie's?
Yes.
rebellion against Roman rule in Britain was crushed by Paulinus. Paulinus. Paulinus?
Paulinus.
It's
Yeah,
Paul and then in and then US.
Paulinus. Call it that.
Paulinus. Yeah. Paul is in. Despite her large army destroying several Roman towns, the disciplined Roman forces defeat her at a narrow battlefield along Watling Street, securing Roman control.
Yes,
Gotti died soon after and their revolt ended.
yes. So this is
So
yeah,
so for the street, it was like a dead end and then it was like a T street.
correct. So the Roman Empire, let's set this up. They had about 10 to 11,000 men ish,
Yep.
and they're going up against Queen Boudica, who was of the Celtic Britons. Anyways, she
Yeah, that
was
sounds right.
she was going up against this very small. She had about estimates between 100 to 200,000 warriors, with plus families, followers, and wagons. And she descended upon Watling Road or Watling Street. And really, what ended up happening was, you think on paper, Boudica outnumbering these Romans 10 to 1, 20 to 1. This would have been a slaughter. But in reality, they used that kind of T shape to bottleneck the forces and concentrate everything and minimize losses, and Boudica was defeated in quite a big revolution, or a big victory for the Romans. So very interesting. I don't think a lot of people have heard this one, but I mean it's
Mhm.
one of those kind of like 300 where you go, got a little tiny force group of people backed into a corner, and they did not give up, and they beat the shit out of these guys. So, but we need to talk about what happens if they had Monster. If Queen Boudica had Monster. What do you think?
I would think, yeah. Just the amazing, outstanding force, they would have figured they probably would have repelled down from the buildings.
Well,
But then again, the Romans, they're known for their military genius.
this is true. Right. Boudica, she was a tribe. She wasn't like a disciplined army like the
Yeah.
Romans were. Um, but I mean, but on sheer numbers though, Terry, come on. I mean, 20 to 1 advantage and you still lose? I mean, whew, I don't know. I don't know. I can't for certain say that Boudica would take this. The other problem is that the street ended at this T with a bunch of wooded area surrounding it. So if
Hmm.
you are an army that's coming in, you got to divide your forces and go through those woods if you're going to kind of flank them.
Yeah, you get divided into thirds.
Right. So having the monster, you're a little more jacked up. Maybe you're a little more focused on your attacks, but location,
I
location,
think
location.
location and just the the Romans, how amazing they are when it comes to battles and everything.
Yeah.
They were a war country. And I
Right.
think, if I'm not mistaken, this was when Rome was at its peak.
Correct. They're up in England at this point, which
Yeah.
is way up there. So this kind of, I mean, so like look at it from the perspective of like what happens if they would have won this thing? If Boudica would have won, do you think this cripples the Roman Empire? I mean, it's a big loss because you're up in England and they got some territory up there. I don't know.
I think they would have tried again with bigger numbers, a bigger
Yeah.
force, but it's one of those they'll come back and everything. But this
So
is the
we'll
one
see.
where sheer numbers ain't gonna work for you.
Yeah.
Because it's
You're
the rebellion. It's not a They probably just had a bunch of farmers and
that's a good point, right?
non-warriors because it's not like the English or London or the English um soldiers. It's just a rebellion.
Right. You got guys who are untrained with battle. They might not have the best weapons, certainly don't have the best
Hmm.
armor. Going up
Yeah.
against yeah, I mean look at the results too. Casualties, catastrophic. About 80,000 people died for Boudica, 400 for the Romans. Like holy
Wow.
shit.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So I think boy,
There was actually I went and saw that episode when we were talking about it, and it was actually a very interesting battle.
yeah, here's why I think it's interesting is sheer numbers wise, right? And I think
Hmm.
that part the unbalance of the numbers, but also too like if you're under Roman rule up in England and you're like you hear about this, but like holy shit, she had 200,000 guys and she couldn't beat 10,000 Roman soldiers. Fuck, I'm done. I'm not even gonna try rebelling anymore. You know
Exactly.
what?
And then that also points out that sheer numbers doesn't always win. I mean, it's
Oh yeah.
once in a blue moon, but this
Hmm.
time around, I mean, look at some of there's some battles out there you looked at, America was severely outnumbered and we still won.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, yeah. But also with with that thing, she died soon after and the revolt had ended. Their rebellion ended.
Yep. And then yeah, right, exactly. So there's no more no more second wave, no more, follow up
Yeah.
to this. It
Did
killed
she
that
die
whole.
just because of whatever? Or did she die from her wounds in the battle, or did she even fight?
That's a great question. Per Wikipedia, the finest source of information on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
she either poisoned herself to avoid capture or died soon after due to either suicide or her wounds. Her revolt collapsed immediately. Roman control over southern Britain was secured for centuries. So, pretty big battle. Like it
Mm-hmm.
cemented, hey, Romans are they're here and we're here for a long time. And tough shit. You want to try battling us? Bring it on, son of a bitch. Boudica. But yeah, this is an interesting one. Very important battle in the grand scheme of things of ancient Rome because hypothetically, and I had to kind of do some research on this, right? Hypothetically, if the Battle of Watling Street had gone the other way, this would have been the biggest what if flips in all of ancient history. All right, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of ragtag Britons that beat the shit out of a Roman army, okay, and kicked them out of Britain for centuries, generations, even. So what if that gives other Roman occupied countries that idea? Like, hey, holy shit, these Britons beat these Romans. Let's take up arms and kick these guys out of our country.
Mm-hmm.
Could have
Because for a
shifted
while,
everything.
because Rome really didn't get like defeated battle wise, they just collapsed on themselves.
Exactly.
The corruption and everything.
Yeah. Too big
Um,
for their own britches.
yeah. Um, I could see if they would have won, there would have been other skirmishes like that. Like especially like Germany.
Oh yeah. Get those damn Germans all pissed off. Nine! Get out of our country, the Romans! Nine! I don't know the other German, but you get the picture.
Yeah.
So if you're German, call in. Tell us about it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Monster makes a difference here, man. I
No,
don't
not here.
think.
Just the tactical advantage, and like I said, between I mean the Romans, they've had fighting forces and they had people doing farming and everything.
Yep,
And this is just a rebellion, and most rebellions are just angry farmers.
sure. Yep. So I give this one hmm. I'm
Hmm.
gonna say that this one, no, it
No.
doesn't help, doesn't do anything. I think Rome still wins.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Moving on, buddy.
Sports talk.
Oh
The
yeah.
Olympics are finally over.
Hey Terry, Terry, did something happen to that nation just north of us? Something
Oh
happened to
yeah, they
those
got
guys.
beat. The
Oh
men and
yeah,
women
they
beat them,
did. Oh, USA baby. Both
right?
both men's and women's hockey team gold medal overtime. Suck it, Canada. You lose. Go crying. Go back to Canada. Nobody likes you. This is huge, dude. This is huge.
And then the words of Ron Swanson, fuck you, Canada. How
It's a
much
letter.
postage does it cost to send a letter to Canada?
Oh, well, who you sending it to?
Canada.
Dear Canada. Fuck you. This is huge, dude. Okay. I'm a hockey fan. I think it's probably my third favorite sport behind baseball and football, but this is massive. This is like
Hmm.
if England were to beat the United States in a game of football with our best players. These
Okay.
Canadians were so cocky. They're like, we're going to slaughter the Americans. Gold is basically ours. You
Hmm.
can't beat us at our own game. And then, you know what happened? We kicked him right in the mouth. Okay. And then
Yep.
Jack Hughes literally gets hit in the mouth and then he hits the game winning goal. So this was beautiful, dude. I enjoyed every minute of
I
watching it
mean, it's
live.
nice because you look at it, Canada and Russia both have 9 gold medals in the
In
Winter
hockey?
Olympics in hockey,
Oh, really?
each. And now we're at 3, so because
I
you look
didn't
at
know it
it,
was that
Canada and
big.
Russia had a huge run on hockey.
Yeah. But like, I mean, you look at Canada's roster though. I mean, they are stacked with NHL All-Stars. I mean,
Yeah.
they have arguably the best player in the world, Connor McDavid. And then on top of that, on that 3-on-3, man, in overtime, they had McDavid, McKinnon, McCarr. Those guys are three of the top 10 players in the NHL, and we made them look silly. We juked past them. Deked past them, not juked, and we scored a goal on them. And then on top of that, our goalie played fucking lights out. He was reincarnated as Bill Goldberg or Julie the Cat Gaffney, whichever one
I
of
was
your
gonna go
writing got
say the
references.
Cat Gaffney. We can
Yeah.
talk about that later. Um, yeah, you know, and the women's goalie too. I think she only let
Yeah.
1 goal in the
Right.
whole time.
Yep. And
I'm not.
Canada bitches.
I'll watch hockey, but during the Winter Olympics, that's about it. I mean, I'm starting to follow hockey a little bit more,
Yeah.
but it's in my top 5.
It doesn't help that Wisconsin doesn't have a hockey team, NHL team. And I don't
Yeah.
know if we're ever going to get one, but it's a shame we don't. But, if we did have one, we would follow it. I, of course, follow the Dallas Stars because I lived in Dallas for 7 years, and that's kind of my team. But,
I
um,
follow the Wild just because my ex-father-in-law was a Wilds fan, and I was
sure.
learning hockey and stuff. So,
Plus, that's Quinn Hughes plays for the Wild now, so that's good.
hmm.
Guy who had a game-winning goal in the semifinals. This is so beautiful, Terry. This victory, man. I mean, and then you think too, the last time they won a gold, you and I weren't born. It was
That was
Miracle on
80, right?
Ice. Yeah,
Miracle on Ice, yeah.
and they do this, man, and it's the prime time slot. It's the number one watched event of the entire Olympics, and we did it, man. And you know, I don't get why people want to condemn this and say like, yeah, oh, anti-American. Come on, enjoy it, dude. This
Yeah.
is amazing. Canada, we're a bunch of braggarts, and this is the reality. We did it. Victory, baby, victory.
Exactly. Speaking of
Oh
which,
yeah,
spring training started. There's about 5 or 6 games in right now.
yes, it did. Sure did.
Brewers ain't looking too hot.
I don't. I can't disagree with you there. But again, I mean, spring training, it does paint a
Yeah.
picture of what the team's going to look like moving forward. But I mean, the last year, I don't think this team was going to go anywhere. They went all the way to the NLCS. Could prove me wrong, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm just hoping they have a good season and they don't freaking disappoint us again.
Well, let's ask you this though. What is a successful season to you? Division title.
Division title. Eliminate the Dodgers in the playoffs. Even if we get in the playoffs, we eliminate the Dodgers and then we lose the next series. I'm fine
You're
with
okay
that.
with that? Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I mean, I would like to. I don't think the Brewers are the only one team that hasn't won a championship in my lifetime.
Yes. Yep. Last time they went was 82, and they lost to the
Mhm.
Cardinals in 7 games. There's only I want to say three teams in Major League Baseball that haven't won a World Series. The Brewers, the Mariners, and the Padres, I want to say. So
Yeah.
we got to get moving on this. I mean, we got to see it during our lifetime, damn it.
I mean, look at we got the Bucks. They won
They did.
when we were alive. The Bucks in what was it, 5?
Yep.
The Bucks in
6.
7 and 6.
6.
Bucks in 6. The Packers won in our lifetime. My Rams won in a
Twice.
lifetime.
Twice.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, I agree, man. Like this is I always have faith in this team, man. You know, they traded away their ace pitcher,
Yeah.
but they got some young guns, Mizorowski. They got this Jesus Made or whatever his name
I
is
mean,
coming
look
up.
at how well we did after we got rid of CC.
Good point. Yeah, you
You know,
know,
and Aaron Sheets. Well, Aaron Sheets was going downhill
he
when
was.
we
He
got
is
rid
taking.
of him.
Yeah, I
He
think
didn't have that velocity anymore when they got rid of him. So
yeah, it's always nice to have a solid ace pitcher, but I think you can survive, and the Brewers proved that last year without having one. Is that you can go and do some kind of deep playoff run without it, but it's good to have. So
hmm
I don't know. I'm optimistic. I say this team contends for the division, the Central. I want them to take it, but I'm not sure, man. Can't say for certain until I see him play.
well, our division is actually pretty competitive between
It is.
St. Louis, us, and the Cubs.
Yep, absolutely.
Speaking of Chicago,
Yeah.
did you see the news about the Bears?
What is going on with that, man?
It sounds like they're going to Gary, Indiana, the Gary Bears.
The Gary Bears, the Indiana Bears. This is weird,
I
isn't
know.
it?
Because what? Chicago's like one of the oldest teams, and
In the
they've been
league.
in the same spot all the time.
Right. Soldier Field, they've been there almost 100 years, I think, and since they started.
Something like that.
But like, what? How in the world does this make sense? Like, you know,
I guess the mayor and the governor are not willing to work with the Bears' demands on their new facility because it looks
yeah,
like they want to do the same thing Lambeau did. Because have you seen like everything around Lambeau now?
the
They got
the district. Yeah.
yeah.
Put that
I
stuff
think
around it.
Chicago wanted to start doing that, but the state and the city don't want to do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's tax money, right? It's
Yeah,
all about tax money, and to some extent, I think billionaires who own these teams got to pay for the majority of it, right? I think they
they
have to,
should.
they should, but at the same time, I mean, you got to help them out in some capacity if you want to. I mean, what they're trying to
I
do, like
mean,
you said,
how much revenue does a team bring into a city?
could be a lot, millions,
I mean,
especially if what
between
if
especially like football and baseball.
well, and what they're trying to do is put a dome stadium on, and then you get a Super Bowl. You have the opportunity to bring in a
Yeah,
Super Bowl. There's more millions of dollars there, but like you're right, like with these new districts where you have all this stuff around the stadium, now you can do things that you couldn't do with a traditional stadium. You could have
yeah.
events, you could have conventions, conferences, and bring in more money. So, I don't understand the logistics of it. I don't know the numbers, but I think it's really weird having a
I
team.
think it's a stupid move.
It is.
And plus, the
Yeah.
Gary Bears, I think of like Pop Warner football or something.
Or just a guy named Gary who has his own football team. Hi, I'm Gary. This is the Bears. That's Gary Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I think it's a stupid idea. Chicago's gonna lose a lot more money
right.
in the
But
long
like that's the
run.
thing though, like, Chicago is a major US city that has a
Yeah.
huge economic influence. How the fuck did they not figure out a way to make that work?
There's a lot of
Insane.
speculation behind that.
Yeah. Love to know it. We should do a deep dive on it sometime. But again, is it going to matter, Terry? No, because the Bears still suck, and we'll beat their
Hmm.
asses at their stupid little Gary, Indiana stadium any day. So,
Or are they doing it to bring Gary, Indiana back?
mm,
Because
good
Gary used to
point.
be a big city, and they just
That's very
moved.
true.
They just moved the whole town over, what, 30 miles or something?
Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, Gary used to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksons were from there. Michael Jackson and his family from Gary. Used to be a big popular booming town. Maybe it is. Maybe this is the comeback Gary is needing here. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't think so, but maybe it is.
Who knows?
Yeah,
I need to
all
talk to
residents of
I
Gary.
need to talk to Paul and see what he thinks because he's a Bears fan, so he knows a little
Yeah,
bit more.
yeah. Let's bring him on for like an NFL preview or something. Maybe we'll see
Yeah.
what he has to say about it.
All right.
Alrighty.
Any other sports talk?
No, man, that's it. That's the big stuff. Kind of in a lull right now, waiting for baseball to start. March Madness hasn't kicked off.
Well, the it looks like the conference championships are the brackets are getting set.
Sure.
Wisconsin needs a win out to play to be ranked fourth.
Yep.
And Duke's number one now.
Yeah.
I think.
The day in sports.
All right. We're changing it up a little bit this week.
Yeah, we
Jay's gonna
are.
do conspiracy corner.
Conspiracy Corner. You are about to enter the deepest, darkest realm of the internet. Here comes another Conspiracy Corner. This week, Terry, guy by the name of Kurt Cobain. Heard of him?
Yep.
The conspiracy that he did not actually commit suicide. Now, this one, I have to admit, the more I have read into it, the more my decision of if he did kill himself varies. I think there are so let's talk. So Kurt Cobain, lead singer of Nirvana, found dead in his garage, above his garage, from apparent suicide blast from a shotgun to the head. So on paper, yeah, okay, makes sense. They found a suicide note. It sounded like he was really depressed, like he didn't want to be a rock star anymore. He was tired of being the
Mm-hmm.
commercialized aspect of music, and he wanted to get out. Um, but then if you actually kind of look at some of the more intricate details of this, there are three things to me that kind of stand out as like I can't logically explain that. Okay. The first one, Cobain's blood morphine concentration. So he was a heroin addict. We know this.
Mm-hmm.
His morphine concentration was 1.252 milligrams per liter, which
Wow.
is theoretically 3 times higher than like the normal amount of heroin. And yes, okay, he was an addict, so maybe he had a bigger tolerance. But most people kind of agree, like if you're at 1.52, that high of a morphine concentration, are you able to actually take a gun, load it, and shoot yourself? It seems really weird.
Probably,
Like,
probably not, because I know when I was in the hospital, I got morphine. It kicked in, and I wanted to take a
yeah,
nap.
exactly. So how do handle the
Or like you said,
shotgun?
is he just have that high tolerance that he needs more because he constantly uses it?
So again, that part I don't understand. I mean, maybe it is he did have a higher tolerance because he was an
Mm-hmm.
addict, and maybe he could do it. Possibly. Here are the two right here that I just cannot, for the life of me, logically explain. So they found him with the gun clasped, the barrel of the gun clasped in his left hand. And the way that the gun was positioned, the chamber was facing this way, but the bullet case from the shotgun shell was found on the left side. That to me, I fired a lot of guns. I don't ever recall firing a gun and having the gun spin and shoot the shell out the opposite way. Maybe, I don't know, but when you have the other thing
Well,
too
you're
is like,
holding it. Maybe it, I don't know, maybe it twisted a little bit, rocked in that position. I've never fired a gun in that position, like
right,
straight up like that on the ground.
exactly. So how do you know? How can you tell? So that part is weird. Like, and then the other part of this was that there's no fingerprints on the gun. Now, they can't go back and examine the gun because the gun was melted down for some reason. Like this case closed, wiped it, melted it down.
Mm-hmm.
But you would think though, like if you were that high on heroin, you're fumbling around the gun. I can't get it. I'm putting fingerprints all over the gun.
Yeah,
And
fingerprints
his
are
gun
gonna
didn't
all
have.
over it.
So that part, like, I can't wrap my head around that.
Yeah.
So, I can totally buy that he was depressed, that he maybe was suicidal. Absolutely, I can buy that. Those discrepancies with the shotgun shell facing the complete opposite direction of where the actual chamber is, and then the fact that there's you know, no fingerprints on the gun.
Fingerprints, and then I also saw because they're reopening the case.
Yes, that's why I brought this up.
Yeah. The suicide note, it changed. Like the tone in the note.
Yeah, it did. Yes, towards the end of it. Correct.
And then yeah, there's a lot of speculation, and then with the Epstein files that were in there.
Yeah.
That's why I got reopened.
So anyways,
supposedly, was it Courtney Cox?
Courtney Love.
Courtney Love killed him.
I've read some of that too. Some of that theory. That's the other thing. Like, okay, let's assume he didn't commit suicide and he was killed. Who did that?
And why?
Know. And why? Right. And that part I can't. So this is why I've been going back and forth, man. Like,
yeah,
on paper, yeah, it seems like okay, he was depressed, wanted to end his life, and he had tried to commit suicide before, so this wasn't a new thing. But then you look at the actual crime scene evidence, and it doesn't fit together, that narrative. But anyways, so I'm gonna say this one is very plausible that he did not commit suicide.
Well, that too, and then they're talking about Princess Diana. She was murdered.
I had heard that one too, for a multitude of reasons.
Yeah,
that would be a good one.
The Kurt Cobain one. It's like it's always been saying that Kurt Cobain didn't kill himself.
Yeah, there's always been that speculation, but I think if you actually look at the facts, it's kind of hard to ignore this, right? I mean, I don't get it. So like the other thing too, like and I didn't know this, is apparently like when you die, your body clamps, like it goes
it goes stiff and then it loosens, and then that's when you shit yourself.
Right. So like if he would have shot himself, the gun theoretically shouldn't have moved because he would have gripped it and for it to twist. I don't know. Not sure. Anyways, that's my 2 cents.
That's going to be our second stop when we get our time machine working.
Yes, I agree with you. We'll see what happens.
All right. All right. Now it's my time for the unpopular opinion. I'm going to get a lot of heat on this one.
Let's do it. I love it. Bring the heat.
Harry Potter is a Star Wars ripoff.
Yes.
J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter is essentially Star Wars with sucky lightsabers. Orphan protagonist raised by his aunt and uncle, and then a mysterious bearded stranger who introduces them to magic.
The Force.
The Force. And the uncle disapproves of magic in the protagonist's journey to a new school where he makes friends. Harry Potter and Hermione is like Luke and...
Right. Yep.
And
you
then
had 3 characters. You had Ron, Hermione, and Harry, and you have Han, Luke, and Leia.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that, man. Can't argue with that. They have magic sticks, lightsabers. They believe in magic. They're fighting a dark overlord, Vader, Voldemort. Oh my God, VV. Did we connect that piece yet? Vader, Voldemort.
No, I haven't. I don't know. Not that one.
Holy shit! The roof has been blown off of this conspiracy. But Hmm. I guess I never thought of it like that, but you're right, man. 100% true. It is kind of a rebooted Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
but with because they had the what was the one they ride broomsticks and throw it through a hole
What Quidditch. Quidditch.
footage, and then in Star Wars they had that ball that shoots lasers at you.
Right. Oh, see. Wow. That is
Exactly.
mind-opening. And J.K. Rowling, I know you're listening to this podcast. You're welcome to join us in debate, and we will
Yep.
prove you wrong. But holy
You can
shit.
set the story straight.
Holy Hogwarts shit. This is beautiful. Okay.
That it is.
There it is. I like it.
All
Beautiful.
right.
You know what time it is, Terry. You know what time it is, Terry.
It is.
It's the final countdown. Yeah, baby. Final
All right.
countdown. What do we got this week?
Top Jokers.
Yes, top Batman's previously top Jokers. So here we go, baby. You want to start us
My
off?
number 5 is Cameron Mahogany. Monaghan, the Joker in Gotham.
Gotham. Yep.
He's the same actor that played in Shameless.
Yes. Correct.
I really
know
liked
who
him.
we
He
speak.
did a very good job of the young Joker.
Yeah, he didn't because I think you couldn't actually use the name Joker in the show for some odd reason. But
Yeah.
you could clearly tell who it was. Remember that scene where he's like about to light that entire, bus on fire with gasoline, and there's kids on that bus. Like it hits it on the head of like that evilness of the Joker, but yet he still thinks it's the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So good choice. Very good choice. I, on the other hand, I'm gonna go old school with Jack Nicholson. I think
Okay.
he was the first to give it an attempt on the big screen. Fabulous actor, one of the best actors ever.
Mm-hmm.
Did a good job, not a great job. So, I'm putting him at 5. Just my thoughts. So,
All right.
number
Number
4,
4,
who do you got?
Jared Leto.
I do too. Now, which one? Here's the question. Jared Leto from the original Justice League, or what was that other one? Or Jared Leto from Suicide Squad?
I'm
There are
more
two.
Suicide Squad.
Oh, see, I have Jared Leto from Justice League, and they're
I can see
different
that too. I just
characters.
like Jared Leto in Suicide Squad because he's got that craziness, and then they get the backstory on Harley Quinn.
Right.
And it shows in Suicide Squad, it shows that how not just because he's joking and like the setting things on fire being funny about it, he's very manipulative. And a lot of
Yes.
people forget about how Joker is manipulative. Yeah.
Manipulative. Yeah. Good point. I took Jared Leto in Justice League.
Which
Now,
Justice League?
Zack
The
Snyder's
first
Justice
one?
League, the
Okay.
Zack Snyder one. Remember
Yep.
at the end, there's like that dream sequence where they fast forward to the future, and Batman is working together with the Joker. That Joker, also Jared Leto, is not the same Joker as the one that's in Suicide Squad. He doesn't
Yeah.
have the tattoos. He's got the longer face or longer hair,
Mm-hmm.
and that guy is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, his
I've got to
laugh.
rewatch it. I haven't watched The League in forever, so
Yeah, give it a shot. That's my pick, man. But
I
he's
could see
so
that.
creepy, and like he has that ability to steal the scene, which is what he did in that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. All right, number 3. I'm gonna go cartoon. Mark Hamill,
The
also known as
voice.
Luke
Okay.
Skywalker. Yep. He hits that Joker
He's
voice
like
like
the other Will Arnett.
yes, exactly. He's like the Will Arnett for the Joker. He has the voice down and he has the mannerisms.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has that darker tone, right? Was what you're looking for. So I put him at three. I think I love it. I've seen him in the movies. Can't get enough of that.
All right. Mine is Caesar Romano,
Oh, Cesar Romero. Yeah.
the original.
The original, the OG man. Yeah, I like that choice. Um, I don't think he gets enough credit, man. Like, he was the first guy to attempt it, right? What that
Yeah.
was the
He was in the TV
so
series with oh God, I can't think of who's the first Batman.
Adam West.
Adam
Adam
West,
West.
yep. Those two really played off of each other very well.
For sure.
Because you
Yep.
also got to look at it. How well does the Joker and Batman play off of each other? Because when you think of Batman, I honestly think it's Batman versus Joker. I
Yeah.
don't really look at the other people like Bane or Mr. Freeze or
Right. Exactly.
it's always Batman and Joker.
Yep. He's one of the best villains ever. And for
And
starters,
the crazy thing is, in some of the cartoons too, like you said, Batman and Joker end up working together.
yes.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend
Right.
type thing.
Oh yeah. Yep. I think first of all, he's probably the guy who looks the most like the actual comic book Joker was Caesar
Hmm.
Romero. He had that look like he nailed it. Now, here's a funny piece of trivia. So Caesar Romero had a mustache that
Yep.
he covered up with his white stuff. So when Jared Leto was called in to do his scenes for Justice League, he grew a mustache like Caesar Romero, but Zack Snyder was like, dude, that's fucking, why would you do that? So they had to literally digitally spend like a couple $1 million and remove the mustache because Jared Leto didn't want to shave it because he's like, I'm mimicking or emulating Caesar Romero as the original
That's the
Joker.
one good thing about Jared Leto too, is you look at some of them, he goes back and tries to bring the old school version out.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, and I think that's why his performance was so damn good. I mean, it's underrated. I think
And
there's a
just like
lot of
that,
people said
how
it
his
wasn't good.
body moved too.
Right. It's the tone or the
Hmm.
movements for sure.
The mannerisms.
Mannerisms, correct.
All
Love it.
right.
Okay. Here we go. Number two in my book, Joaquin Phoenix. Um, tour de
Okay.
force performance as the Joker in the movie Joker. If you've seen that movie, it's so damn dark and just bleak, and he
Hmm.
captures that spirit. He's got the laugh down precisely as that blood curdling laugh,
Yeah.
and I think he just nailed it, knocked it out of the park.
I got Jack Nicholson at number two.
Ooh, okay, go on,
He was
defend
just
your
he,
case.
I don't know if it's because that's one of my favorite Batman movies in
Yeah,
that trilogy. But he just nailed it. Like, try to come off seriously, but it was more funny, serious.
exactly. Yep, I think that's why like what makes a good Joker is you have to be funny, but also scary. And yeah, maybe I had him too low. Maybe I had him too low, but I don't know. I had him on the list.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
And he comes in with the boom box and he's dancing and
Hmm.
yeah, maybe I had him too low, but
I
it
don't
is
know. I
what it
should have
is.
put I I totally forgot about Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the second Joker movie kind of sucked. Wasn't a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But that first one he knocked it out of the park.
But like we also said with Batman, each one brought it differently, and like how Batman was like different seriousness, and this is
Good
the
point.
same with the Joker, like different the personalities. You got one that just loves pure chaos,
Right.
and then one that's literally is literal with everything.
Right.
So it's just
Yeah.
all an interpretation.
Mm, yep.
Who do you got for number one?
Well, I don't know if this is going to surprise anybody, but Heath Ledger, rest in
Yeah,
peace.
me too.
Uh, how do you top that? Really? I mean,
I don't think
you
there's
know,
gonna be one that beats Heath Ledger as Joker.
I don't think so. I definitely don't think so. I think he encapsulated all of those aspects of the Joker, that ability to do funny stuff. I'm gonna make this pencil disappear, and the evilness, the sense of, he's dressing up
Or
like a
when he
fucking
goes,
nurse. you know? So yeah,
and do you want to know why I got these scars?
yeah, oh yeah. How creepy is that, dude? Like, just
Just learning some fun facts. You know that when they blow up the hospital,
yes,
when he stops and hits the thing,
yeah.
because the second explosion got delayed somehow
Oh,
in production, so he did that, and they thought about keeping it. And
hmm.
then the other one where he's looking for Harvey Dent, um, the hell's her name?
Well, Rachel, right?
Rachel.
Yeah.
Rachel never saw Heath before that. So he came out and her action is like legit.
If that's her reaction, is like
Yeah,
first,
that's a true
wow,
reaction.
that's pretty cool. Yeah, I had heard that, that scene where Batman and Alfred are watching the video of the Joker torturing that guy. I had heard that Michael Caine forgot his lines after watching that. He was so afraid of that and just so shaken,
Hmm.
because that's how insane, like, he was at this role. So
And just his laugh too.
yeah, freaky
That's
man.
one of the most iconic Joker laughs.
Yep. I mean, he made that movie, dude. You know what I mean? That's
I
probably the
think if
best
he would
Batman
have
movie.
not died, I would have liked to seen him as like an origin story of Joker.
Yes. Yep.
That would have been awesome.
Yep. I agree. Too bad.
But
Rest in peace, Heath.
yeah. Hey, he did a lot of good movies too.
Yes, he did. It's a shame. The good always die young, but
Right? That's
that's
why we're gonna
okay.
live forever.
Inject the monster straight into our IV, into the veins of us, and we'll go on forever, baby.
Right.
Just like this podcast.
No, like the Jokers, you know, you got all these cartoon movies and everything. Um, DC is very good at making these movies, but it's not the same exact Joker because you're looking at different aspects of the Joker.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Marvel
I
more
think.
just stays with the same characteristics.
Yep. Very true, man. It's a shame, but I'll still watch them. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Oh yeah. Well, is that it? Is
About
that
it.
that's that? Cool.
Have you told the
Well,
wife we're going to Vegas yet?
no, I will
Me
know
either.
tomorrow. We will have it. We'll know what
Me
we
either.
got.
I am going. The wife just doesn't know yet.
Yes. To say it's a business trip, you got to go do a convention or something. Podcast convention.
Yeah, we gotta go because we got invited out there.
Yep. It's only
They're
for one day at the
podcasters.
Sphere. That doesn't make sense. Ah, no, it makes perfect sense. Just go with it. Oh yeah.
It should be fun.
Alrighty.
I got nothing else today.
That's all I got too. Thanks for
All
joining
right,
us.
everyone, you have a good week. We'll catch you next week.
Right on. Peace, everybody.
Peace.